Your friendly neighborhood barber 7 versus the Demon Slayer verse, home to humans and demons alike. Just how much of Demon Slayer would 7 beat in a fight? Because of the fact that this series tends to be a mix between comedy and serious moments, we tend to gloss over just how impressive this boy with scissors really is. Let's scale 7's attack potency and durability. 7 is able to survive getting thrown through a stone wall. 7 is also able to tank explosions that leave large craters on the ground. This is already looking like a tough matchup for starter series Tanjiro, seeing that he had trouble cutting a boulder. If you thought Barber 7 was impressive, look at Killer 7, whose power is on a whole different tier of strength compared to him. Now let's talk about his scaling when he becomes Emo 7, where he would actually begin to give top tiers a run for their money. In Killer 7's past life, it's stated that he is the strongest assassin in Zanwu. This would mean that he's above characters like Green Phoenix, who's able to destroy building level structures. Even in Killer 7's weakened state, he's able to destroy stone bridges. Killer 7 having the capacity to tank and destroy building level structures is proven even more consistent because as the series goes on, 7 is able to tank attacks like Stan's lasers, who's able to create a crater on the ground of this level, and be above characters like Dachshund, who are able to tank an explosion on this level. 7 even has feats above building level, like when he was able to cut and destroy a robot in half with 1,000 demon daggers. Mind you, this machine has the destructive capacity to destroy the small island that 7 was on. You're also able to scale 7's attack potency and durability to small town level. Every weapon Stan has who was able to create a crater the size of a small town. So there you have it, folks. 7's attack potency and durability should scale to wall level to small town level, potentially even small island level. Moving on to 7's speed, 7 is presented as a very agile character who has insane acrobatic skill. 7's scissors are able to intercept crossbows point blank range from hitting 2 people while on the ground, a considerable amount of distance away from them. 7 is capable of moving his scissors so fast that they are able to cross a small island around a time frame of 6 to 7 seconds. His scissors have consistently been able to perform impressive travel speed feats, covering large areas in a span of seconds. Now moving on to 7's raw speed, 7 is able to dodge a laser beam from a stand robot in his base form. Mind you, he perceives and dodges it point blank range from him. 7 would have to at least travel a little bit faster than light or have speed of light reaction speed to do this. 7 is able to dodge multiple laser beams from Stan later on, so it's not crazy to put his speed in the speed of light to faster than light tiers of speed. 7 was able to dodge a laser projectile that was fired off a mirror, moving 20 centimeters away from it when it was 1 inch away from him. In order for 7 to be performing the speed feat, he'd need to be moving 7.9 times the speed of light. And mind you, this is him being in base. Characters like Captain Jack are evidently shown to be above his base in terms of speed. It took 7 having to amp the speed of his scissors by 5 times to hang with Captain Jack, which Captain Jack was able to easily dodge these attacks. As I stated before, Killer 7 is the most powerful person in his verse, so he'd be above people like Captain Jack in terms of speed. He already blitzed Captain Jack before anyways. So in conclusion, we can scale 7's speed from the supersonic ranges to the faster than light ranges of speed. Now moving on to attacks, 7 doesn't have any sort of healing factors, but he has crazy resistances like resistance to deadly poison. This poison was so advanced that it corrupts the user's psyche and kills them. 7's 1,000 demon daggers should have notable powers. They are able to scatter up to 1,000 small fragments that can cut through any target. They can absorb the target's life energy. It can create a barrier that blocks attacks. With these hacks out the way, let's see how 7 fares up against the Demon Slayer verse. 7 would beat every low tier Demon Slayer in less than 5 seconds. His scissors alone would be sufficient as the speed gap is tremendous, and low tiers don't have any crazy feats. Moving on to stronger individuals like Zenitsu, Tanjiro, and Inosuke, they can blink and they'd all die in an instant. One of Zenitsu's best speed feats is blitzing someone 31 meters away, which only gets him around the speed of sound. Next up we have the Hashira, who should be comparable to each other. It should be noted that all of them are faster than Zenitsu, especially Tengen, being the fastest running Hashira. While they should be faster than Zenitsu, it's not clear where these characters' speed would actually scale to. The lightning dodging feat wouldn't even count as effects aren't real in Demon Slayer. Muzan shouldn't scale that high either. He got blitzed by Yoriichi, and Yoriichi's highest speed of slashing Muzan's 1,500 pieces in under a second should be calced at Hypersonic Plus. 7 7 could easily run laps around the verse in 6-7 seconds. Let's talk about these characters' strength. Yeah, actually, to put it short, Muzan scales to small city level with this feat on a screen, and Yoriichi should axiomatically scale above that. 7 scales to small island level because of Stan's feat causing an earthquake and having the capacity to destroy the small island through one of his machines. And as I mentioned in the strength portion in the video before, 7 should scale above all of Stan's machines. If you disagree with this feat for some reason, then that small city level feat for Muzan and Yoriichi can't be applied to his strength either. Average balling both 7 and Demon Slayer, let's say the Demon Slayer verse is around multi-city block level and 7 is around small town level. Now that we have speed, attack potency, and durability out the way, let's get into the brain teaser. Can 7 get through the demon's invincibility? The answer is yes. Regarding the demon's invincibility, 7 can either wait till the sunlight comes out like he did with Blackbird, or just absorb their essence inside his 1,000 demon daggers. I should note that it took a considerable amount of time to around over 10 seconds, but 7 has the stamina to fight with anyone for days, as he was able to fight Dachshund for days. Also, if Muzan dies, over 90% of the versus demons are dying. So, the 7 solo? The answer is yes.